All right. Good evening, everybody. It is Lisa Knox with LM Knox Law and Mediation. As you know, every other Thursday I come out and we talk, and I just talk with my community and share some information going live. Remember that this is not an advertisement. Neither myself nor my guests, we're not advertising. We're just out here just trying to educate the community, or really just trying to engage with you all. So if you are joining us live today, make sure to go ahead and hit us with the hashtag live. And please make sure to share your comments, share your thoughts, share your hellos and so forth, because we are waiting and we are watching. Okay. But without further ado, tonight we're going to go a little bit off script. Normally, I give you all some family law tidbits and so forth, and we don't have time for that. Who knows what may be happening? But for right now, I want to introduce you all to my good friend, Miss Alicia Seward, the owner of Seward Law, right?
Yes.
And Attorney Seward is a real estate attorney and an overall, gosh, you do all of it: landlord, tenant, HOA, overall. If it's about a building, she's got you covered. So I wanted you all to meet her. So give Attorney Seward a round of applause for coming. Thank you so much for coming. And if you will, go ahead and we're just amongst our people, okay? We're just amongst family and friends. So go ahead and introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about you.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Alicia Seward, and I am, as the host graciously introduced, the owner of Seward Law in Tampa, Florida. And we are a full service real estate firm. We do all aspects of, litigation, transactional. If you're buying or selling, you're looking for a title person, we can certainly assist. If you have an issue with a neighbor, you want to get somebody out of your property, we are the people that you would come to. But in addition to being an attorney, which is not the only thing that I am, right?
Right?
I do enjoy, hanging out with Lisa.
Yeah.
Meeting fellow attorneys, meeting other people in the community, and really just, enjoying different restaurants, trying new places. I'm really excited about some of the new restaurants in Tampa. So I'm a foodie, aside from a lawyer.
Yes. Love it. So let me go ahead and tell the public and the world, so Attorney Seward and I share a love for wine. So we got together and met up in Ybor and had an excellent time with wine. And you know what? Let me tell you something. You know that when you break bread with someone, or when you share a glass or several of vino, you get to know who their true character is. And so I just wanted to put that out there for everyone. I appreciate that. And so I have found value in you, just being in your presence, just being in your energy and so forth. And I always got a bottle ready for you. I'm ready to open one with you. But let's talk about some things, okay? So outside of being lawyers, we do have lives outside of being lawyers. So let's get to, show the world a little bit more of us outside of being lawyers. What is like your thing to do in your downtime? What's your favorite things to do?
My absolute most favorite thing to do in my downtime is sleep. Like,
Come on,
I don't
yes.
get enough of it on a regular basis. So when I get some downtime, I'm sleeping.
Yes.
What I'm doing.
Yes. So you know what? Like, we say that, right? But sleep is so important. Rest is so important. I don't know if a lot of people understand that as lawyers, we're really, and tell me if I'm wrong with your area, but as lawyers, we're really saying, hey, give us everything that keeps you up at night, everything that makes you bite your fingernails,
Yeah.
everything that makes you, cry, And give it to us and let us stay up at night and
Right.
bite our fingernails and cry for no reason. And then multiply that by, 30, 40, 50 cases. And that is our day. Yay, yay. So when we get to sleep, that's a big deal. That's a lot. Okay. So going back to, and we're going to get, don't worry, you all, I'm not going to keep you all forever, and we're going to get to, the attorney information and so forth. But I want to know a little bit more about Attorney Seward. So you said you're a foodie, okay? You said, you live in the Tampa area and so forth, and you like to check out restaurants. So I'm going to ask you your top choice for each category, okay? Okay, we're going to just play a little icebreaker, all right? All right. Top restaurant in Tampa for seafood.
Seafood. You got to come back to me on that one.
All right. Barbecue.
Well, it's in West Tampa. I'm gonna tell you that.
Okay.
I don't know the name of it. I know how to get there. We can go there. I don't know the name of it. I think it's like it's in West Tampa. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna try to make it.
All right then.
But it's a little hidden spot. A little spot you would never think to go to.
A little hole in the wall.
Yes, but everybody goes there. West Tampa. I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it's called Kojak's. I think that's.
Oh yeah, it's called Kojak's
in West Tampa. I think
in West Tampa.
Yeah,
we're gonna find out. If you all know, go ahead and put that in the comments because we're looking for
it up. It's a little place. It's right by Jefferson High School, right there. So that's that place. So yes.
All right then. A good old fashioned burger. Where are you going?
That's hard. I'm not a big burger person.
Really?
I mean, if I had to choose, it'd probably be Cherries. Cherries is like
yes,
so good. I love
Cherries. Yeah. So if anybody knows about Cherries, the one over off of Falkenberg.
Yes. Right there, girl.
So, Cherries is right over there. It's just a little hole in the wall, a little bar joint. You go in, it looks like a little bar joint. But when I tell you those burgers are burgering, yes, goodness. And the old fashions aren't bad too. Okay.
So I remember the seafood place.
Okay, seafood. Take me to seafood.
DJ's Clam Shack. It's like they have really good lobster rolls. Or lobster rolls are delicious.
Okay. All right. Then where is that at?
That's out like Madeira Beach. I think that's where it is.
All right. And then the last one that's going to be near and dear to my listeners and my watchers. Date night. Where are we going for date night?
Ooh, date night. The one place, like a special date night. I'm telling you, I just went to Lilac. It's one of the new places that was like named like the Michelin star of restaurants in Tampa. Yeah. And it was an experience and it was so delicious. I would say like just a nice dinner. I would go there for a date night.
Nice. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, we all have our recommendations here. Now go ahead and try those out if you can. Okay. So now let's talk a little bit, Attorney Seward. How did you decide to go into real estate? What led you into that?
It's weird because I don't think I actually decided to go into real estate. I think real estate decided I was going into it. I really do think it kind of brought me in a sense because I had no, honestly, idea about the area of law that I currently do. In terms of like the HOA condo work, I did not know that was, a specialization that you could do. So when I started coming out of law school, I started working for a firm, and that's a lot of what they did. And I ended up taking over their HOA condo department. And it was just like I loved this kind of stuff. We did all kinds of things. We did evictions. We did, lawsuits related to real estate. And we also did the HOA condo work. So I got a lot of different experience in there, and I just kind of gravitated toward it.
Nice. So now that you have your own firm, are you representing HOAs and condo associations, or are you representing the residents?
So we do typically represent both, as long as we don't have a conflict.
Okay.
So if an owner is needing assistance related to their homeowners association or their condominium association, or even a mobile home park, we can certainly, assist with that. And then we do also represent the associations as well. So it's good in a sense that we have experience, from both sides of the coin, so that experience is, there's not a lot of attorneys have that.
All right. So with that being said, then, are you seeing a lot of, because we're now having, where interest rates, of course, have gone up. People are saying it's harder to buy property now and so forth. Are you seeing some changes, some dynamics in the HOAs and in the way the condo associations are managing things, some things that people should probably be aware of now?
Yeah, well, I think those are kind of two separate kind of things in terms of, the housing prices and things, and the interest rates, because that kind of has to do and affects the transactional side of things, of people buying and selling homes, and the effect on the legal field with respect to that. But then there's also the side of the homeowners associations, which is kind of like, kind of would be a separate thing. And so in terms of the changes in, home buying and selling is always steady, right? So when people say there's a drop, it's not really, it's a drop for them, because it's not maybe as much as it probably was before, but we generally have a steady flow of people buying and selling homes overall. So it hasn't really, affected, the transactional world, especially, since we do all aspects. So if, let's say, there were deals in the works before things got high, there were problems with those deals, right? So we're still dealing with those as transactional, and then going into litigation aspect of those real estate contracts. So we kind of stay busy regardless.
Okay. So, talk to us a little bit about that, and talk to us now, just so everyone knows. Yes, we are both lawyers, but we practice entirely different areas of law, right? And so I don't know anything about real estate, right? So talk to us like we're babies, okay? And explain to us sort of what litigation looks like in the real estate world. Does it look like what's on TV?
I haven't watched many shows that have litigation surrounded by, like, real estate issues, right? It's usually always like, oh, someone hurt someone, or whatever that may be. But no. I mean, if you're looking at what lawyer life is in general, no, it's not like that at all. They kind of like sit in the office and, for maybe an hour filming the show, pretending they've been there all night, but we're really in there all night. And we're actually up early, and we're actually, the one, doing the thing. So it seems easy on TV, but it really is, a big, responsibility. It's a big responsibility. And so I think with that, we take it as such, and so that's why, we work really hard. So no, it's not that 45 minutes on TV. In fact, cases span, can span years, right? Depending on the case, right? It's the same for you, Lisa, right? You can have
Fortunately or unfortunately, yeah.
for years.
Nothing like TV.
We carry that with us,
Yeah.
and for those years. So
Yeah.
it's a lot different.
So what is a common myth in, that lay people or the common people think about real estate attorneys or real estate law? What is a common myth? Because we need you to debunk it.
They think they can do it themselves.
Oh, oh, straight to the heart of it. So no, doing it yourself is not so when someone says, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and quit claim deed this to my family. Problems.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of problems that I end up having to fix for a lot more money. And unfortunately, what people don't understand is that if you just spend, the couple $100s from the beginning, you don't have to spend the 20, 30, 40 grand down the line, even 50. I've seen attorneys' bills even upwards of 100 grand,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so if, just spending that little bit up front, it makes all the difference.
All right. So it's like putting family, friends, and so forth on the deed of the house. Is that a common issue that you see people doing themselves?
Yep, I see people doing that themselves. Yes, I do. And then I also, they mess up the deed, or there's an incorrect legal description, or something wrong with the deed that then we have to go in and fix.
Okay. All right then. So if you could give like 2 pieces of advice out there to, to the listeners, to the watchers and so forth. 2 pieces of advice when it comes to like real estate law, maybe transferring property or, what the first thing that comes to my mind, maybe getting property with someone who's not your spouse or something like that. What 2 pieces of advice would you just want the world to know?
Well, one is you don't have to go it alone. Get yourself a trusted, real estate attorney who can walk you through a lot of different aspects or issues that you might have related to your real estate property, to your real estate. The second would be investing in real estate is a huge investment, hundreds of thousands of dollars. You should take a portion of that investment that you plan to invest in any kind of real estate and invest it in a solid advisor, even if it's not, necessarily a real estate attorney, even if it's a financial advisor, someone who can help you and assist you with that investment so that you make sure you know what you're doing with it is really important, because I've seen a lot of people spend a lot of money on real estate and then end up losing it all.
Oh no.
And yeah, just for a second, one really stood out to me. So I had someone come to me and they bought a property on the clerk's website, when they go up for auction.
Okay.
Sometimes properties are auctioned off by the clerk of courts because there's some money owed to someone else. So they sell it off so they can get that money.
Okay.
So the person bought it at this auction, and it ended up that it had another bigger lien on it. And that person was actually foreclosing that lien at the same time that person purchased it at the auction. And so what was going to happen in a couple of days after he would talk to me was that he was going to lose the property to this person who had a higher interest than the person he bought it from.
Oh.
So he was about to lose the property. But that's not even the sad part. The sad part is this was an investment. Like, he used his retirement savings. And this was
Oh,
where him and his wife were looking to get into, like maybe like a flip and sale, or, something like that. And they invested everything there, over, oh my gosh, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they were about to lose their retirement because they didn't, hire an attorney before and make sure that they could look at this property and see if there was anything else out there that might affect it. And so that was really heartbreaking for me.
now out of curiosity, were you able to help them, or was it just too far gone?
There was nothing that could be done.
Oh, wow. So that's a third piece of advice that I didn't even solicit, y'all, and she just gave it to us for free. Listen, get a trusted advisor, invest in a good trusted advisor, and just know that some mistakes you can't come back from. You just can't come back from some mistakes, so don't make them ahead of time. Get an attorney. When you're talking about real estate, talk to a real estate attorney. I don't think there's anything wrong with at least having a consultation. Am I wrong, Attorney Seward?
Nothing wrong.
All right. So with that being said, I thank you all for coming out, for listening to us today. I didn't give you everything about Attorney Seward because I want to ask her back, so then we can go more into detail. I want to learn more about what inspired her to start her own firm. There's not a lot of Black women real estate attorneys, especially out here in Florida. So I would like to know what gave her the gumption to do that. But we're going to talk about that on the next time if she comes back. Are you coming back?
Of course, girl, of course.
Absolutely. All right, then. So thank y'all for seeing us today. We're gonna go ahead and sign off now. Join us 8 o'clock. We're gonna be on, all right, at least I'm gonna be on Instagram. Are you gonna be able to be on Instagram with me at 8 o'clock?
I think so. I might make it.
Look, then we're gonna party on Instagram at 8 o'clock. We can go ahead and have our wine and unwind on Instagram at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Until the meantime, in between time, y'all take care of yourselves. You be kind to each other and be kind to yourselves. I will see you all not next Thursday, but the following Thursday. Okay. Take care, y'all.